Hey there, I often get asked, how do you price a property when I go to list it? That's not the easiest of questions, but I'm going to try to break it down for you in this little series of videos. There's a million ways that we could probably do it. I think most of the oldest, most experienced agents really couldn't put it into words. I think it's truthfully a science, but here's how I break it down. Who, what, where, when, and then I'm going to talk about how is how we're going to go through this. So let's start with who right now. Who, you think of me. I called you. I want to sell. Yes, that's very important. You are the who, but who else? Often it is a wife. It is your children. It is your dog. It's a group effort. Everybody has to play their part in listing a home. Now, we talk about pricing, but team effort. You got to get the stinky dog bed out of there. Your kids have to make the bed every morning, but that's important. And, we'll come back to it a little bit later in the videos, but your who is often your why. Why are you moving? And that's important as we talk about pricing too, because in all of this, we're trying to identify a buyer. And why are you leaving, unless it's a job relocation, is the property no longer suits your needs. So that's probably not our buyer. The real question is who, going back to who were you when you purchased the property? That's a big reason to all of this. Now, who is the buyer for the property? So we really have to identify the what of the property, the condition of the property, and we got to talk about the where of the property. All of those things are going to make a big difference. So it's not someone like me, it's often just the opposite. We got to narrow that down, and typically we can find somebody within one or two different kind of subgroups to a buyer. Let's say you have a condo. What floor is the condo on? If you're on the second or third floor and you got to go up those steps, that's going to make a big difference. So that might be a younger buyer, a first-time home buyer. Now, if your condo is on the main floor, like I have one in Glen Burnie, I advertised it as no steps, not a single step into that property. And sure enough, who bought that property within one day, full cash, no closing help, no contingencies, no appraisal, anything, was an older woman that mobility was a concern of hers moving forward. So you have to identify who that person is. And that could be number of bedrooms. It could be the number of bathrooms. Does it have a garage? All of those things that we're really getting into the what of the property, but it's who it is. And of course, location is very important. Now, let's pan around a little bit. For example, whoa, that's not it. Who, right? So I'm at a gorgeous waterfront here in Riva, and you think waterfront, okay. Yeah, it's somebody that's got a boat, but that who gets narrowed even further, because if you see that bridge back there, that's the Riva Bridge. So yes, somebody wants a boat, but it can't be a sailor. So I'm not going to market this property to somebody at AYC or SSA or any of the other sailing clubs, because that right there, maybe a day sailor could get under that, but not a serious sailor. Kind of stinks. We have 10-foot depth water here, perfect for a keel on a boat, but our who is not the sailor in this property. Come on back. I'm going to show you the what, where, when, and then we're going to get to how. That's really going to wrap in all of these kind of thought processes as I approach a property. See you soon.